Hello guys, welcome back to Project Management System Full Stack series. In yesterday's video, we have built the project feature for the admin, where admin can create project and see the all projects. In this video, we are going to build a tasks where users can get all the tasks and create the task means assign to the user and get the user which are created their account in this platform. They can see all the user which they are in our platform. So let's create a API for that. So create tasks. Okay. In API task dot API dot ts. In this we are going to create a API for first we will create for get, then we will create for create. In future videos we are going to write for update task status and the update task and a delete task. So as per now we are going to create and get. So let's import API from Axios. Then we are going to create one function export const get task. Okay, it is going to be a async function. Then we are going to use the try catch error. Then response is going to be await API dot get tasks. Then we are going to return the response dot data dot data. Then if there is any catch error, then we are going to catch, and first we will check whether it is a Axios error. Then if yes, then we are going to throw error. So that's why we need Axios also. So let's import Axios. Now our get function is perfectly ready. Next create task. So const export const create task. It is going to be async function. Then we will have task name, task description, project ID, and assign it to. Then its type is going to be all is going to be string. Then we are going to in the response we will call the API.post then tasks. Then we are going to send the task name, task description, and project ID and the assign it to. Assign it to means user ID. Then we are going to return the data. Then we will catch the error. Then we will check whether it is a Axios error or normal error. If it is Axios error, then we will throw the Axios error. Otherwise, we are going to throw something went wrong. So let's use this in our admin panel. So let's open pages, admin. Then we are going to create new tasks. task.ts6. Here we are going to use that from APIs. So I will rename it as the admin task. Admin task. Okay. Admin tasks. कोई भी चलेगा whether it is admin tasks or admin task. So let's import the API functions which we have created. So let's import get tasks, comma create tasks from the API which we have created tasks that in the inside the task that API. So first we will write wait I think some get task. Okay. Now I will write a function here. First before that I will import use effects and the use state. So let's import use state and use effects. Then I'm going to use it to store the tasks. So const task and set task is going to be use state is going to be task. Before that I will create a interface also. So let's create interface is going to be task. Then every task have the task name, task description, and task project ID and the assign it to. It is all is going to be string. Then we will have ID also. ID is going to be string. Then we are going to provide that to the to this state. So it is going to be task. Now our used task state is completely ready. Now we will create a state for error and loading. So create const loading or error task name. We will create this later. Now we will going to create error and set error. Then we will create loading also. What? Okay. Error, comma, set error is going to be used it. Then error is going to be string or null. Then we are going to create state for the loading. So loading and set loading is going to be in initial. It is going to be true. After that, we are going to convert it. So let's write a function to fetch the task. So const fetch task. Yep, fetch task is going to be async function. Then we will use the try catch error. Then const data is going to be await get task, which we have imported from the API. So then we will set that set task is going to be data which we have received from the get task function. Then we will add the catch to the to get error if there is any error. Then we are going to finally we will set loading is going to be false. Then we are going to call this function in the use effects. So use of what we don't need this now. Use use effects. Then we will call the okay. Now we will call that function fetch task. Then we will use that here. First we will check if task dot yes yes task dot length is equal to 0. Then we are going to return what greater than 0. No. Is equal to 0. Then we are going to return no task yet. Otherwise, we are going to write task.map task. Then we will create a paragraph for the task name, task description, and project ID, and the assign it to. So wait, task.name. No, it is not perfect. It task is equal to. Then we are going to return. I think we wait a minute. We will on world wrap. Now we can see full task.length is equal to 0. Then we will push no task found. Otherwise, we are going to task.map. Then task is going to be div. Key is going to be here. Then div key is going to be task.id. Okay. Then task.name. Okay. This is perfect. Wait a minute. We will use that h3 function, h3 tag. So we will cut that. Then we will paste here. Now we have task name. Then we will add task description. That it is going to be in paragraph. Task description. Then we will have add project ID or project name. Task project ID. Okay. Then we will add. Then we will add assign it to. Okay, perfect. Now let's see how it look like. So let's try to run the server. I think we don't. Oh, we need to set the error and the loading. If we have error, then we are going to first we will have if we have return loading. Okay, perfect. Then if we have error, then we are throwing the error also. Yep. Now let's run the server. We are going to run the first backend server. CD backend npm run dev Next, I'm going to run the front end, cd front end, npm run dev. Now you can see our backend is also backend server is also on, and front end server is also on. So let's open Chrome and paste this localhost. So Chrome, open it and paste it. I think it will ask okay. Now we have admin panel and logout and admin dashboard and welcome. So we don't have sidebar. So now we will create a sidebar. Let's open, come in the inside the we will create another folder and we will name it as a components. COMPONEMENTS. Now inside the components, I am going to create a sidebar, sidebar.tsx. Then we are going to RAFCE. Then I am going to import the user to check whether it is a user or not. Use auth, because admin have different sidebar and the user have different sidebar. Advanced user is going to be user. Now we will have user. If we don't have a user, then we will return. If not user, then we will return null. Next, we are going to create a sidebar. So inside inside the div, we are going to check if the user dot role is equal to admin, then we are going to return admin sidebar. Otherwise, we are going to return the user sidebar. Inside that, I am going to add div if is equal to admin, and if it is equal to user role is equal to admin, then we are going to return the admin sidebar, and otherwise I am going to return the user sidebar. So let's use this just for the demo purpose. So let's import inside the admin layout and the user layout. So let's import sidebar, and I'm going to use it here. Sidebar. Okay. Next, I'm going to use it in the user also, user layout. So let's import sidebar, and I will use here also sidebar. Guys, now you can see I have added the li, and for the A is going to be href is going to be admin dashboard and admin projects and the admin tasks. So we are going to add the slash admin task to the app.tsx. So let's import. We have admin dashboard, admin projects, user dashboard. Okay. Now we will import admin, import, admin task, admin task. Now we have admin task. So in the user, I am going to add that. Wait. Next, we have admin. We have admin dashboard, admin project, and now we will add admin task too. Admin task is going to be element is going to be admin task. So let's open. Now you can see we have three LIs. Yeah, when we are in the dashboard, then you can see we have welcome message and the role. When we are in the projects, now we will have create projects and the projects which we have already exist. Next, when we press the task, okay. Now you can see we have tasks, no task found because we didn't have any task. So it is showing no task set. Now it is fine. So let's create a another. Now we have task. Now we need users. So in that we will fetch all the users. So let's create that in the page in the admin. We will create another one user dot tsx. Here we are going to fetch all the users. Next we are going to create another one API. So inside the API we will create user dot API dot ts. Here we are going to import the API from Axios. Then I am going to import Axios. Then I am going to create one function, only one function to get all the users. So get users is going to be a async function. Then we will use try catcher, same like other APIs. So we will return the response.data.data. So let's use it in the user. So let's import that. Import get users. So next we are going to fetch that. So we need use state also. So we will use state and use effects. Yep. Next we are going to create a const. State is going to be user and set user. Then we will use okay user have a interface also. So let's create interface. Then we will have user. Then ID is okay. User ID is going to be string. Then name is going to be okay. Wait a minute. Okay, user ID, then we will have name, then we will have email, then we will have role also. Role is going to be string, email name and user ID. All are is going to be string. I think user ID is not going to be like that. Maybe it is going to be yep, it is going to be like this. Then we will pass to that state. Then we are going to create a const. Your loading and set loading is going to be true. Then we are going to set the error also. Then we are going to write a function to fetch the users. So let's write that const fetch users is going to be yep. You can see in finally we are going to set loading is going to be false. Then if we have error, then we are going to set the error. Otherwise, we are going to set the users into the users data. So now we have fetch data. So let's use the you call it in from the use effects. So use effects is going to be fetch users. Then we are going to use it here. So user dot length is equal to 0. Then we are going to no user found. Otherwise, we are going to users dot map. Then user is going to be. Then we will have div key is going to be web perfect. I think I have missed something. Wait a minute. Users, okay. Yep, yeah, everything is perfect. Now we can see if we have users, then we will see the username, user email, and user role, and the user ID too. So let's see, is it working or not? I think okay. I think we need to add it in the sidebar also. So let's open the components sidebar. Then we are going to create another one in li. Li. Here we are going to create another one. It is going to be admin user. Then it is going to be user. So and in users also page users. I am going to rename it to the admin users, admin admin user, and I am going to import in the app.tsx. So inside the app.tsx, we are going to import it to. So here we are going to import the admin user. So in the admin root, we are going to add that user. Okay, it is going to be element. Yep. Here we are going to add that. It is going to be user. Then it is going to be admin user. Now we will see all the users. Now you can see we will when we press user, then we will have admin at gmail.com. Then we have test at gmail.com. It is role is going to be user. Its role is going to be admin. We will specify that. I think we need to write specifically, otherwise we don't know. Inside it we are going to write name. Then here we are going to write email, and here we are going to write role. You can see easily. So you can see name is going to be admin, then email, then role, then another one email, the user. It is going to be user role, then it is going to be admin role. Now we will create a inside the task. We will create another one. We will see the all tasks, and we will need to create the task also. So let's use the tool. Let's write that. Let's open admin inside the task. We are going to write that. After seeing all the data, then we are going to create another one div. It is going to be, I think, first we need to create the task. So I will create another one div. Inside it, we will create a h1 or h2. Okay, task list. No, it is going to be h3. Create new task. Create new task or task. Okay. Then we will have form. Yep. What happened? F4 form. Yep. Now we will have input to the task name. So we will have input. It is going to be task name. So placeholder is going to be task name. Then we will have another input too. That is going to be placeholder is going to be task description. Placeholder is going to be task description. Then we will have another one. It is going to be drop down menu. We will add it later. Then we are going to add button here. Button is going to be create or submit. Create create task. Then we are going to type it is going to be submit. Type is going to be submit. Next, create a state for to store the task name and the task description. So let's create that. Const task name and the task description is going to be initially it is going to be empty string. Then we will have project ID and the set project ID. Okay, it is going to be string. I think I will set it later. First we will use this. Then in the input we are going to add the values also. So value is going to be task name, and unchange is going to be event. Then set task name. What happened? Set Yep, set task name is going to be e dot target dot value. Next, here also we will do that. Value is going to be task description. Then unchange is going to be the unchange is going to be event. Then set task description is going to be e dot target dot value. Now we have task target name and the target description. So next we need drop down menu. So we will use existing user and the task. So we will import get user from the API, and we will import the get projects get sorry import get projects from the API. Now we will have one project and the users. So we will close this function. Then we are going to create another two functions. It is going to be fetch users and the fetch tasks. So okay, before that we need to create handle submit also. Okay, handle submit is going to be the is event. Then either prevent and default. Okay, try is going to be setter is going to be null. Okay, perfect class data is going to be await create task. So task name and task description. Okay, perfect. Then okay, yep, it is perfect. Now we will use this. Before that, I think we need what is error? Task command is description. Okay, it is perfect. We need two more project ID and assign to. So we need to create that. So before that, we will create const. Yep, fetch users is going to be same as in the users, and we are going to fetch the projects. Fetch projects is going to be same to same like this. Then we are going to set task is going to be data. Wait. I will create another two states to store the data projects and the assign it to. So let's create const project ID and set project IDs. Then we are going to set assign it to and set assign it to. It is not is going to be string. It is going to be it is going to be an array, empty array, and it will have a type also. So let's import that type from the projects. We will have interface. We will copy paste that. Let's open task. Then I will paste the interface here. Then let's import the user interface too. Okay, here we didn't mention the error and the loading. So we will call if error, then if loading, then we will return the loading and the error. Next, open here task. Then we are going to add that project. We will have project types. Then we are going to add the user types. Then let's pass it to the project ID. So then project, it is going to be an array. Then here we will have users. It is also is going to be in array. Now we have fetch users. Then we are going to set user. Okay. We will set assign it to here. We will set assign it to is going to be data. Then we will, if there is any error, then we are going to catch the error. And set finally is going to be false. Then we will have fetch projects. Then it is going to be set project ID. Project ID is going to be data. Then same to same like that. Then we will create another one. It is going to be const task ID. No. Project, and we are going to use it project and project set projects and the projects. So in assign it to, we are going to use users. I have made the mistake. User users, then set users, set users. Then we are going to pass it here, set users. is going to be set users. I have made mistake, little mistake. Users. Then our fetch user is completely ready. Then fetch projects. It is going to be projects. Set projects. Set projects. Perfect. Now we will create another two states. Const project ID and set project ID is going to be string. Then we will have set assign it to and assign it is going to be a string. Then in the handle submit we are going to pass that also, comma assign it to. Then we will have assign it to. Now our handle submit is also completely ready. Before that we will return if not user task name task ID, then we are going to return. I think we need to, okay, we will set error. All fields are required. Okay, perfect. It is fine. Set okay. After creation, we are going to call the fetch task. Okay, fetch task also. Then in use effects, we are going to call task, then fetch users and fetch projects. Because initially we need all. So next we will close this and submit function. Then we are going to use it in the form. On submit is going to be handle submit. It is going to be here. It is going to be select. Then name is going to be project ID. Then we have ID2. It is going to be project ID. Inside select, we are going to map. Okay. Project.map. Then project is going to be option is going to be key project.id. Then value is going to be project.id. Then project.name. Yep. Everything is correct. Then before mapping, we will have another one option. It is going to be select. Yep. Select project. Then like this, we will have user for users also. Select the name is going to be assigned to, then assign it to, perfect. Then we will have option. Then it is going to be when we will map to the users. Then we will add the option. Then we will close the select button. Now you can see in the browser we will have create tasks, task name, task description. Then we will have projects. Then we will have users. Wait a minute, I think something is going on. User.map is going to be user. Then option is going to be key user.id. Then value is going to be user.id. Everything is perfect. I don't know why it is not working. Okay, I didn't set the value. So on change is going to be set project ID is going to be a target value. Here also we are going to set that in the user ID. So we will add that. On change is going to be target. Yep, perfect. Now it is perfectly all right. Now we will check. Let's try to refresh. Now you can see we have get all the projects which we are in the which they are in the here. You can see we have test project name. We will try to create a task. We have two users. We will create task one. So test task one. Then we will have description is going to be do it as soon as possible. Then project is going to be test project name. Then user is going to be test. Then let's try to create Guys, now you can see we have created the task. Task name is going to be test task one. Then it is going to be description. Then project ID is going to be no, project is going to be test project name. Then assigned to is going to be username. We will create another one task. So it is going to be task is going to be add auth. Description is going to be add auth for our app with clerk, and project is going to be task test project name. Then user is going to be test. Then we will create. Now we can see our new task is added. Add art. Then it is going to description. Then project name. Then project as a task assigned to. Then we will. I think we need add. We need to add another one H1 here. It is going to be task. So in the here we are going to add H1. It is going to be tasks. Or I think I will cover in the div, wrap it in the. So next I'm inside it. We are going to add H3 is going to be tasks. Okay, perfect. H3 is going to be tasks. So you can see we have all tasks. Then task name. Then another one task name, task description, project name, and the user rate. Next, if we go to users, then we will have all the users which are there in our platform. Then if we go to project, we will see all the projects which we have created. If we go to dashboard, then we will see our welcome and the logout button and other stuff. Now I think almost admin features are completed. We need to add delete and update. We will add in the last. In next video, we are going to add features for the user where users can update the tasks which we have assigned here. Here you can see we have assigned tasks to the user, test user. They can update the status of the task. I think we can add the task status also here. Let me try. In the task, I will add another one type, task status. Task, I think I will have only status. I think status is going to be string. Then I will add here. After the project, I think I will add in the last. It is going to be paragraph. Then it is going to be status is going to be task status. Let me try. Yep, now you can see we have task is going to be pending, and it is also going to be pending. In user, then you can update in progress and complete too. So stay tuned for that. Hit the subscribe, share this video, and let me know are you liking this video. So bye bye. Next, let's meet in the next video.